Hey y'all, it is February the 23rd, 2018, and who knows, some of my videos might be getting deleted by now, and if they are, it is by YouTube, it's not by myself. I never would do that. These videos are getting outrageous. And the thing is, y'all, honestly, quite honestly, I could go for half of a day, all right, just to be very literal with you. I could probably go on for about a half a day telling you all the things that just don't even make sense right on the face about this shooting. Right, I've already proved my point. To be honest with you, you don't need nothing else to understand you're being very much lied to in a criminal way. All right, I've already proved my point. But the thing is, like I said, she sometimes, there's things I want to discuss with you. I feel like we should share it because, like, for example, Anderson Cooper the other day, he said people don't understand what kind of monsters they are because they have weapons. Sometimes they use them to defend themselves, and we can't have that. Anderson Cooper, he's talking about if people knew what kind of damage these monster guns do, if they saw the gory footage, perhaps if they saw the gory photos, maybe then they would know exactly what's happening. Maybe they would. Anderson, maybe they would. Here's what I'm going to ask, all right? Because on behalf of Anderson, I'm agreeing with Anderson. How about we get that evidence? How about we get those pictures? Because here's the thing. There's people online, and you already know that there is, who would definitely, if they knew that those photos were up, they would go check them out. They would go check them out. The show. The show. They certainly would. So Anderson Cooper said, hey, look, this is the only way. If people knew exactly what was happening with these guns, if they saw the violence, they wouldn't dare want rights. They would never want rights. Okay? So that's what Anderson said. Okay, I agree with you. All right. Let's see that evidence. All right? Like I said, there's zero evidence. There is none. And if there is some, please send it to me and I'll be the first one to know. But there is none, all right? So but Anderson said, hey, let's see all the photos. Yeah, how about we do? How about we see all the photos? All right? Or are we not, we're not privy to that. We can't handle it. No, some people can handle it. Anderson Cooper knows that. Some people can handle it, so go ahead and put it in the public. Because here's the thing, we're talking about public issues. We're talking about legislation here, right? So people are begging for it. People are asking for it. Let's get the evidence. Let's see all the photos. Let's see all the photos of the children. Let's see all of them. Because you said that there is evidence, right? You keep saying that there is, but it's not on. It's not on the. You don't put it on the internet. What's that? I looked at Facebook. I looked at YouTube. I looked at Google. Shoot, I ain't seen nowhere. Not on Yahoo News. Nothing. They don't have none evidence. They don't have none of that. Right? So it's interesting. It's all very interesting, and I wanted to discuss just those little details. One to include, I wanted to take a moment out, and this might be semantical. Like I said, I already proved that you have no evidence, number one, so burden of proof is on y'all. But I also do want to just go into semantics if we're going to do it. Like, for example, if you were to hear the testimony of that little black boy, it's kind of a little bit about impossible for young Nicholas to even do exactly what it was purported that he did, to sneak out. It's kind of impossible. The little young black boy, and I forget his name, and I'm sorry about it, but he would have known about it. He would have seen it. It was impossible. Right? And not only that, because of the lack of evidence, I can't point you to too many things. But for example, do you remember that photo? And we're going to leave out on this, just because I could go on and on and on, but I don't want to, and I know y'all don't want me to. Do you remember that photo of the young boy when he's being arrested by the cops? It's kind of weird how someone who just murdered 17 people is easily attained. Think about that. It is kind of weird. You figure they would go down shooting. I mean, why do they want to live in jail forever? That doesn't make sense. So anyways, they easily attain him. I don't see any guns like on him. Like, I don't see him strapped like Rambo. Here's what I do see. I see a young boy who, just judging by what he's wearing, I'm talking about his underwear and stuff like this, and just what he's wearing. I see a young boy who absolutely did not dress for the occasion, you guys. And it's supposed to be some sort of Valentine's plot and stuff. Maybe he's all lonely and I don't know what happened. He was getting bullied, and so he lashes out on Valentine's. Well, you understand that he was plotting to do it, right? That's what you're insinuating, that he was plotting to do it. Obviously, it's on Valentine's. Obviously, you don't have evidence that he ever broke into that safe, but you're saying that he broke into the safe, took the guns, went out a shooting. He didn't dress for the occasion, y'all. And the thing is, you'll know that certain people, like, for example, that one shooter in that church shooting that was outside of San Antonio, I forget what was town called, but that shooter came dressed for the occasion. So, see, what I'm trying to tell you is when people know that they're going to be shooting up everybody, they do come dressed for the occasion. Actually, all the evidence points towards that. You look at what this young boy was wearing, he had no clue. He had no clue that this was going to happen. Either that or he just didn't have any better clothes. Is that what you're telling me? Y'all don't have no evidence. It's February the 23rd, 2018. I'll holler at y'all.